What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Redstone map showcase. Today we are going to be taking a look at this very lovely modern Redstone beach house. This beach house looks absolutely beautiful on the outside and the inside. It is created by MacLeod, and the Twiistz build team went ahead and added in some redstone to make it a bit more interesting. Now this house is really cool, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now here we are on the outside of the house. As you guys can see, we have just a ginormous pool with some outdoor decorations, as well as the front of the house. Now the front of the house is of course on the beach side, as well as we have a lighthouse over there and a small dock. Now we're going to start off from this dock and then take a look at the interior, and then we'll come back to the outside, but this is going to be really cool. Now obviously we're using the Flows HD texture pack, which looks absolutely amazing, and I will leave a link for this map in the description box down below. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the first bit of redstone, which is going to be this front door. So to enter through this door, we just need to step onto this pressure plate right here. Once we do that, it's going to pull back our pistons and give us enough time to get to the other side, as well as we have another pressure plate on this side to basically reopen the door, and it's pretty much a hands-free system. But either way, here we are inside of the house. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing. We have tons of different hallways and sections of the house, which are just so well decorated and well built, as well as some redstone hidden across the entire area. We're going to skip over small minor details, but you guys will be able to see it in the background, such as this seating arrangement right over here. But either way, let's move on to the left side of this building, which is going to include this small bar, as well as a seating arrangement and a TV with a fireplace in the middle, as well as our first bit of redstone. So as you guys can see, we do have an area back there blocked off with glass, but if you go ahead and right click on that button, it's pretty much going to bounce up some armor stands right behind our chairs. It's going to be very cool to maybe scare your friends or prank them, but once you click on it, it just sort of bounces it once, and then you can continue clicking on it to bounce it even more. But that's pretty much the entire idea. It's just a fun creation that you guys can mess around with. But either way, this is just one section of the room. On this side, we do have ourselves another huge window that makes this look like a garden. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at some other things. Now on this side, we do have a thing over here. Let's just step on that and see what it is. Oh wow, that's actually really cool. So over here we do have a storage system. It is a minecart storage system, and when we basically stay on the pressure plate, it basically sends the minecart up above the ground, and then once we exit from the pressure plate, it goes back down below the map. So that's definitely really cool, and it allows you to quickly and easily store your items in 3 different hidden chests. So I quite like that. Anyways, behind the seating arrangement or living room area, we have a much larger extension of our living room with a decorative piano, as well as some other seating arrangements, and basically hallways going to other parts of the building. But what we're going to take a look at is this hallway, which basically wraps around to this side into this inner hallway, back towards the front door that we came through, and then back around this side. I'm just trying to show you guys every single aspect of the house. And then we also have some windows over here, which we could use to see some redstone, and then we have the backyard, which we'll take a look at later. But either way, that is pretty much where that hallway goes. Now what we're going to do is go into this room and take a look at some other redstone. This is going to be a hidden enchantment table, but since the floor is a different color, it isn't really hidden well, but you can always replace the floor to the regular oak woods if you guys want to do that. But anyways, what we could do is basically grab ourselves a iron sword, and then as you can see, we could get from 1 to 8 levels. But if you go ahead and flick this lever, it's going to bring up some bookcases. Then we can enchant this from 3 to 20 levels. So it's definitely an improvement. Let's just get knockback 1 on that with 6 attack damage and 1.6 attack speed. But yeah, that's basically our hidden enchantment table. And this room just looks so cool with the very large windows. And since you're saving some space, you could always have like a dance party in here with your friends. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of this house. What we're going to do is come back towards the piano, then go towards the right side into this very huge room, which I think is the best room of the house. We have another seating arrangement with yet again another TV. And over here we have a bit of redstone, which is basically going to turn on the lights for the TV, or just, simulate the TV turning on. But yeah, let's go ahead and walk up this staircase and take a look at the next creation, which is up here. It's going to be a double brewing station. Basically, it has 2 vending machines connected independently to 2 different brewing stands, and also we have some contraptions down here to basically place our water bottles into our system. But let's go ahead and test this all out. Basically, what we do is right click on this button over here. It's going to place down a water bottle in the left and right dispenser. We do this 3 times to fill it up. Now, once we do that, we want to go ahead and pretty much select our nether wart, because we do need to create our awkward potions in order to create other potions, or at least that's how I know how to do it. So basically, you right click on that. It's going to add in some nether wart into the right brewing stand, as you guys can see. And then what we need to do is go ahead and add it into the left one as well. And why isn't there a space to add in our blaze powder? But yeah, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some blaze powder and manually put it into our brewing stand. As you guys can see, it's sort of hidden in this texture pack at this corner. But if you guys don't know, in the latest version of Minecraft, you do need to add in blaze powder in order to initiate the whole brewing system. So you will need to put that in manually, but everything else is automatic. Once we have our nether warts converting our water bottles into awkward potions, we can then go back into our vending machine and then select, say for instance, another blaze powder to create a potion of strength. And to do that, we simply right click on this arrow, and whatever the arrow is pointing to, we can get that potion or ingredient to create our potion, which I think is so cool and such a lovely system. So yeah, we went ahead and selected it, hit the button, and as you guys can see, we now have blaze powder inside our brewing stand. Now, if you're wondering, can you place down our blaze powder using our vending machine to start up the brewing? You actually can't. I tried that. You will need to place it in manually since it's on the corner slot. But anyways, you guys get the idea. We could pretty much do this with all of the different things on the vending machine. But either way, if you want to place down whatever this is, I think it's a magma cream, we could go ahead and point the arrow towards it and then hit that button. It's going to put the magma cream into the brewing stand, and then we just need some blaze powder to initiate the entire process. So as you guys can see, it's going to start that up. I'm not sure what it's going to give me, but you guys can comment that down below. Either way, let's move on to the rest of the house and take a look at some more redstone. I just love this room, guys. I mean, this is just incredible. All of the glass and all of the decorations just make it look marvelous. But either way, let's move on and take a look at the rest of the house. Down this hallway, we have this space under the staircase. Apparently I did not see this, but either way, down this hallway we have a staircase to the right, which is going to take us to the second floor. If you continue walking forward, we will get into our very large dining room with some other seating arrangements on this side. We have ourselves a cooking station inside of our dining room, which I think is kind of out of place, but either way, we could use this to cook our ores or smelt our ores, as well as cook our food, is what I was trying to say. We basically enter our fuel to the chest to the left, enter our items that we want to smelt or cook into the chest in the middle, which is going to be iron ore in my case, and then that will be sent into a industrial furnace located below the map. And if you guys don't know what an industrial furnace is, it's basically a super efficient furnace that cooks multiple items at once, allowing us to get iron ingots very quickly, as you can see. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this section of the house, which is sort of like right to the dining room. This is going to reconnect towards the piano area. Walking past this very lovely window, by the way. I just love this house because even the decorations on the outside are so purposefully decorated. I mean, obviously he put this giant window here so you can see all the decorations on the outside, but either way, this connects back towards our piano. I wonder if this button does anything. Okay, it doesn't. So yeah, let's go back towards this section of the house and take a look at some stuff over here. Now, this button, I believe, is going to open up a light for this area. Not really sure what that is, but as you guys can see, it's a block swapper, I think, and this is going to be a crafting table in the floor. Then you could swap between a light, and then you could swap between a regular floor block to hide it, and then finally you could swap into a stone block. Obviously, anything that could be moved with a sticky piston, you could place into this system, but it just has a bunch of random items at the moment. But either way, that is our redstone block swapper. On this side, we have a 2x2 sand piston door. We can right click on that button to send it into the ground. This is going to open up a very lovely area, which is going to be a mini armory where we have an armor stand swapper with 4 different armors. Might I add, it has the chainmail, the leather, as well as the diamond, gold, and iron. Actually, it has 5. Wow, that's pretty crazy. So this is going to be our leather. Then we have our chainmail. I probably should have said this while I probably should have showed this while I was talking, but either way, that's our iron. Then we have our gold, and then we have our diamond. So there you go, 5 different armor stands, and then it cycles back to the first one. Then you can just choose the armor and, you know, wear it, and then put it back whenever you need it for the future. Either way, that is our armory room. I think it's really cool, and definitely one of the best creations in this map. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Now, between our armory and dining room, we have ourselves a very large storage system with a bunch of chests, but we do have a hidden chest right over here. And if we simply open up that chest, it's going to open up this area which we could fall down into. So as you guys can see, when we stand on it and open up the chest, we fall down into this hidden area, which has a vending machine of a different type. Now, this vending machine is just going to be very specific. We basically enter 1 diamond into that dispenser. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a diamond, place it into that dispenser, then hit that button. Once we do that, we should hear a piston move, and then we could select the item that we want. So if you want cake, or actually it says names on it, birthday cake, soda pop, what is this? It's really hard to see with this texture pack. Beer and jalapeno popper. What do I want? I think I just want a soda pop. So let's go ahead and right click on that, and we should go ahead and grab ourselves a soda pop from the chest, which is basically just a instant health potion. So yeah, that's pretty much the vending machine. I tried to explain it as best as I can, but the decoration down here is really cool, very symmetrical. I really like it, and we have a ladder to go back up to the top, as well as a button over here to turn off the lighting. And also some other decorations, which I think is really cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and go up this ladder and then take a look at the rest of the house, since there is still a lot of things left to look at. And this is, wow, this is right over here. I didn't even see it. But either way, guys, let's go down this hallway, then hit this lever to lock the door behind us, and this is basically going to be the bathroom. There's a bunch of chickens going to watch us bathe, but it does have really lovely decorations on the inside. As you guys can see, on this side we have a working shower. There you go. And then we also have a working bath, which is really cool. Then we can go ahead and turn all of those off, and as you can see, it goes away quite quickly. So yeah, that's pretty much our bathroom. It's always a nice bonus to have a working redstone bathroom. And then we have a place to like dry off over here, but we do have like a lot of glass in this room, so someone could easily peep from up there, so definitely watch out for that. Either way, let's go up to our second floor and, you know, take a look at that. There's still a lot of the house left, believe it or not, including the front and backyards, which also have a bit of redstone in it. But here we are now on the second floor. We're going to quickly brush through this, and we have some seating arrangements over here with some other decorations on this side, a fireplace, a button, which I assume works. I guess we have to turn off the fire first, so let's go ahead and just turn off the fire. There you go. And then hit that button. As you guys can see, that is pretty much how it works. I'm not sure how we're supposed to turn off the fire if you couldn't fly, but I would assume just by jumping over here. But either way, that is our working fireplace. We have some other decorations on this side and a very lovely view of the front or maybe backyard. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we have an overlook of the dining room table if you want to prank your family or friends. And then we have some other rooms down here. It looks to be like a closet. And then like a private open room over here. I think this is the master bedroom. I'm not really sure, but it has its own bathroom. Of course, it's not a working bathroom because redstone is really hard to fit in these places. But yeah, it has its own bathroom and then a very lovely bed and a really nice view of our lighthouse and then the outside. And the house itself is just open over here. You might want to close it because of burglars, but I think it's really cool. All right, so now we could go down to the other side of our second floor and see what that has to offer. I'm pretty sure we're out of redstone, but I may be wrong. So we're gonna skip this part because it's like the patio or the porch or whatever. I still don't know the difference between them. But when we walk down over here, as you guys can see in the hallway, we have ourselves another large bedroom, very nice decorations, and a balcony that we could use to take a look at the front of the house. Now we could go across the hallway into our next room. As you guys can see, I think this is just a living room, which I think is pretty cool. I guess that one bedroom has an entire living room with them, another view of the outside, as well as some other decorations, which I think is nice. And then we have some other rooms down here. It looks to be like a small office or just living space, or actually I think it's a kitchen, because we have our fridge, and then we have like our ovens over here, which I think is really clever using this texture pack. And then we have a sink, as well as another lovely view. And finally on this side we have a bathroom for the second floor. So I think there is just like a private suite on that side, and then there's just this huge master bedroom with all of the other like amenities in different rooms. Okay, so let's go back over here towards our balcony porch area, and as you guys can see, we have some other seating arrangements and decorations. No redstone, but it looks pretty cool, and it's connected to a staircase which is going to wrap around this outdoor garden and then go towards our front of our house, which includes just a really lovely pool, which I think is just so nicely built. We also have this area in the middle. I'm not sure what you would call this, but it goes down into this like seating space, which I think is just really interesting. I mean, we have water like right in our heads, and I would definitely want something like this in my house. I don't know about you guys, tell me in the comment section down below, but that is our pool. Then we could come back across this side and take a look at the shower area. This is actually working shower, so we can right click on this button to turn on and off. There you go, and it basically works the same for this one as well. We don't really need to show that, but on this side we have like a I don't know, I'm not sure what you would call this. Would you call this a pool house? I think some people call it a pool house. It has a working redstone door. We simply right click on that lever, and then we could go into this space, and then it's just decorated as usual. So everything is really cool. Then we can go ahead and flick that lever again to send that redstone door back up. And now we can take a look at the back of the house as well as the lighthouse maybe. I'm not sure if the lighthouse actually has anything. I think it's just there for decoration. But either way, that is how the house looks on this side. We have a path on this direction, which is made out of pressure plates, as well as we have some other stuff over here apparently. And then we could go towards the backyard. Now, as you guys remember, we do have this very huge doorway, which basically leaves the house open to being robbed, but it does connect towards the backyard. We have, you know, random decorations over here, such as a tennis court, then a walkway right down the middle with a lovely, like, decoration right above, which I think is really cool. Then we have a burning tree. This doesn't actually spread. It's just like one tree burning. And then we have like a beach at the back with some other decorations and whatnot, which I think is really cool. We have a small like man-made pond, as well as some decorations in the ground, as you guys can tell. So yeah, that is basically the backyard. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that lighthouse tower before we finish up this video. So this is just going to be a basic lighthouse tower. I don't think this actually works, or I think it works if you change it to nighttime. So let's go ahead and change it to night. And yes, it does turn on. That is our lighthouse to help out our travelers on boats. We have a lot of chickens over here. Hi, I'm Bob. Can I ask you to remove those old bookshelves for me? Okay, let's go ahead and remove those old bookshelves. What? There's a hidden secret behind here. Oh my goodness. I actually didn't know this. I didn't check any of these things. So apparently we have an alchemy lab. This is actually pretty interesting. We have an entire laboratory here made out of redstone apparently. So yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff, and there's also a villager. Dang, I forgot about the secret stair. Just don't tell anyone about here, okay? Okay, bro, I won't tell you. Apparently you could swap paper for emerald, as well as use the paper to create books, and then get more emeralds to get some enchanted books, which I think is really cool. And then we have some chests over here filled with silver and diamond, and then redstone. Wow, this is just so awesome. So yeah, there's definitely a hidden area over here. I shouldn't have exposed this, but he told me to do it. Oh, where'd he go? Did he go downstairs? I think he did. But either way, let's go back up over here and see if there's any more secrets. I don't think there is. We could go up to another floor, empty. And this is going to basically be empty until we get to the top. So yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. So guys, that is basically going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy it, please take 1 second to smack the like button. Also, if you want to see more amazing maps, you could click on the videos on your screen, as well as check out the links in the description. Anyways, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.